So, hallo, herzlich willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Ich werde mir kurz einfach mal was zu trinken eingießen. Ich habe hier nämlich eine Kanne Tee stehen. Die dürfte inzwischen auch so abgekühlt sein, dass ich nicht mehr komplett von der Hitze dahin gerafft werde, denn es ist gerade Sommer, während ich das hier aufnehme. Ich weiß ja noch nicht, wann ich damit fertig bin, dieses Projekt zu machen. Das mache ich ja meistens dann abends, wenn ich gerade nichts Besseres zu tun habe. Und ich werde in nächster Zeit wahrscheinlich relativ häufig was Besseres zu tun haben. Insbesondere werde ich wahrscheinlich häufig auch erst abends da sein. Und ich muss ja auch meine Hauptprojekte und sowas machen. Denn, ja, Masterarbeit, sag ich mal. Das ist als Biologe dann schon so ein bisschen Arbeit. Aber das hat jetzt nichts mit dem Spiel zu tun. Also, wir stehen jetzt hier gerade mit Sigma vor dem Auswahlbildschirm für das AB-Game. Wir haben die Wahl gegenüber Alice, entweder Ally oder Betray zu wählen. Ihr solltet also jetzt die Folge gesehen haben, wenn ihr dieses hier anguckt. Ansonsten wird es ein bisschen schwierig zu verstehen, was los ist. Also, I ran over my options one last time. There was only one possible choice. Und jetzt haben wir die Wahl, Ally oder Betray. Und das entscheide ich per Würfel. Ich werde alle Runs, wie gesagt, per Würfel bestimmen. Allerdings, wenn wir an einem Ende ankommen würden, was wir schon haben, durch einen Weg werde ich quasi den automatisch ausschließen und einen anderen gehen. So bis es sich irgendwann so bis ich quasi irgendwann alle Zweige abgedeckt habe, aber die in zufälliger Reihenfolge durchspiele. Also, ich habe hier meinen wunderbaren 12-Seiter mal wieder, den benutze ich für Entscheidungen immer sehr gerne, weil er so schön viele Teile hat einfach. Und in diesem Fall sage ich 1 bis 6 ist Ally und 7 bis 12 ist Betray. Es ist 12, wir wählen Betray. Die einzig logische Option, wie es hieß. Also als logischer Egoist würde man immer diese Option wählen.
Round 1 of the MAGIX game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. MAGIX gates now opening.
As Fire and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. I did the right thing, right?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You were right there. You watched me choose Betray.
Oh. Well, what choice did you have? That's the kind of game this is.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! But no! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
All right.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally. Let's get ready to rock! MAGIX game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Jetzt sehen wir, welches Team wie gestimmt hat und vor allem wie Alice gestimmt hat. Ich hätte nochmal Ally genommen. Wir sehen, Kay und Clover haben Tenmyoji hintergangen. Ja gut, stellt sich die Frage, war das Kays Idee oder Clovers Idee? Oder waren die sich da beide einig? Clover kennen wir aus dem ersten Teil. Dann bei Dio und Quark zusammen mit Luna, dass ausgerechnet das Arschloch Dio gegenüber Luna Ally stimmt. Ja gut, bei Luna hätte man es vielleicht erwarten können. Ich meine, die ist ja immer so nett und freundlich und ein bisschen zurückhaltend. Wobei, stille Wasser sind tief. Und ansonsten hier bei uns, Alice hat uns vertraut. Naja.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Ouch.
Huh? was quite a smack.
What the hell is wrong with you? Don't you realize what you've done?
Of course.
We chose betray,
Hence the slaps.
right?
Come on now, I think once was enough.
1,000 times wouldn't be enough. I don't think you understand just how bad this is.
I'm sorry.
This isn't the kind of thing you can just apologize for.
Then what am I supposed... Then what am I supposed to do?
The fact that you're even asking that question is insane.
Naja, was soll er sonst tun?
How stupid are you?
Alice, why did you choose Ally?
Can you even hear yourself? It's almost like you're saying I'm the idiot for choosing Ally.
We didn't say that.
Haven't you ever heard of the prisoner's dilemma?
We have.
Then why, for fuck's sake, did you choose betray?
Okay, es kann also nicht nur Dio in diesem Spiel fluchen.
We all get out of here quickest if everyone chooses Ally. Any idiot can see that. So, why did you?
I'm sorry. Really, I feel terrible. So,
Forget it. I'm never going to trust you or Phi again. You'll pay for this.
Elle stormed off. She threw one last hurt, scornful look over her shoulder as she left, and it stabbed me right through the heart. One of the other teams seemed to be dealing with a similar issue.
I really don't know what I can say. We had no idea you would choose Ally.
No way I choose betray. I'm with Clover on the other side.
What?
Das ist echt ein interessanter Satz.
What do you mean?
Do you have an interest in Clover?
Ich finde das immer lustig, wie bei Kay die Augenbereiche so je nach Gefühlsregung sich verschieben, also drehen. So meine ich das.
What? No, no. That's not... No.
What is it then?
Well,
You'd have to be crazy to pick Ally. The only way it'd make any sense to do that is if you really, really trusted the other person.
so you're saying you don't trust me then?
Duh! Are you senile? Why the hell would I trust some old geezer I just met a few hours ago?
Ah, I see. Say no more. Didn't think it'd hurt this much.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You're starting to get kind of creepy.
Stellt sich echt die Frage, warum ist das mit Tenmyoji gerade so? Was macht Clover für ihn so besonders?
Creepy, huh? I understand. I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust.
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Well, looks like those guys managed to get through this all right. Figure that means the fault here's gotta be mine.
Huh? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Yeah, exactly.
Dio, Quark, and Luna, on the other hand, seem to have resolved things amicably, so all by choosing Ally. Ne, by all choosing Ally. Ich muss hingucken, bevor ich lese, das ist Blödsinn. Aber dass ausgerechnet der Streithahn Dio Ally wählt. Vielleicht war Quark auch einfach schnell, aber wir wissen es nicht. No doubt we were all wishing we'd done the same. But why had Dio sounded so awkward? What had happened in the AB room? Only Dio and Quark knew for sure.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right you are. So, let me just close them.
The MAGIX gates have closed. Round 2 of the MAGIX game will be the Moon Round. Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Moon cards? Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now,
You'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth, winning and losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5. Round 100, round 2000, you might even go all the way up to round 24.009,004,897.
Ich glaube, so lange würden sie nicht leben, insbesondere Tenmyoji.
Although, I really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing though, Siggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
But wait, hold on a minute. Do these things even come off?
No, yes! They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Bio. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do!
Stellt sich die Frage, woher Dio das wissen soll, aber okay.
Oh, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
You die.
Ja gut, das kennen wir aus dem ersten Teil.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right?
Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round. Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round?
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
There. That's pretty clear, right?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be 10 Mialdi or less. One or the other. Or... it might be both of them.
Wait, what?
Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
Hatte Fire so recht.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate and we'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
So, Fire had been right. But how had she known before Zero told us?
I see. Alice and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What?
What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew. Right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ja gut, es ist so, dass der die wahrscheinlich überwacht hat. Also es ist nicht ungewöhnlich, dass er jetzt Fire anspricht. I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people so long as you had the right bracelets. The bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Oh, one last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait! You've already got those bracelets! Have a look! The color's changed, hasn't it?
It did change. I'm yellow now.
So am I.
Me too. It looks like the color wasn't the only thing that changed.
What do you mean?
Well, it looks like our groups have changed too. I was a solo last round, but now it says pair.
Wait, really? Mine still says solo.
It looks like Luna and I both changed. Although I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm the opposite. Mine went from pair to solo.
No change here. Still a pair. I guess this must be magenta. Are you two magenta too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Quark, Clover, and I are cyan.
I think Mr. K and I are pairs. And Miss Clover is a solo?
Looks like it. When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything! Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right? I'll never see you guys again.
Did you really think I was gonna cry? Nah, 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 nah. Suckers!
Ach, der ist klasse, finde ich.
As if I'd cry over you dummies!
What the? You fucking dick!
You mad? Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe I'll see you again someday.
Have a nice tragedy.
Tja.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah, looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout for me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on this earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group's server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had one night... Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes. But it was just the one time. Ich finde das einfach so gut. Habe ich mich mit einer furchterregenden neuen Religion angelegt? Nee. Habe ich mich in den Server einer Terroristengruppe gehackt? Nein. War ich bei einem Attentat dabei? Oder habe ich ein Attentat mit angesehen? Nein. War ich hackedicht und hatte einen One-Night-Stand mit der Geliebten eines berühmten Politikers? Dann erwartet man eigentlich auch so, nee, also, ja schon, aber nur dieses eine Mal. Ich finde die Stelle super. Übrigens, diese Stelle hat auch tatsächlich was Interessantes zu bedeuten, wenn man mal genau drauf achtet. And she was the one who went after me. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the nonary game, I sure couldn't see it. Ich überlege gerade, Sigma ist zu diesem Zeitpunkt, glaube ich... Also, zum Zeitpunkt, als er entführt wurde, müsste der Kerl... 22? 21 oder 22, ich bin mir nicht ganz sicher. Ich glaube 22. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student, bla bla bla. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. December 25, 2028. Early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing up a paper due that day and was heading to my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I'd looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. So why was I at school typing away feverishly on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to the campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I'd got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. At any rate, I had stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper. Perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. God damn it! You stupid piece of shit! I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Huh? What? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit! Open, goddammit! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rear view mirror, but I was certain there was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt. I could already feel the world starting to go dark. Ja, Gasmaskentyp kennen wir. Zumindest hat der erste Zero so ausgesehen. Ja, und wir wissen ja, zumindest der erste Zero war eigentlich eine Sie. The last of my strength failed and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight and headed off. Kann ich hier... ich kann hier gerade nicht speichern. Ich kann ins Menü. Wir können mal schauen, wo wir im Flowchart eigentlich sind. Wir sind jetzt hier. Wie man sieht, wir haben uns bisher rechts gehalten. Und wir sehen, das Ganze spaltet sich noch immer weiter da unten auf. Und ehrlich, es gibt noch ein paar Sachen, da wird noch unten was angehängt. Also, es wird interessant. Das heißt, damit ich hier speichern kann, muss ich hier kurz schauen, wo ich zuerst hingehe. Lounge, Infirmary oder Crew Quarters. Eine 6 auf der 12-seitigen, also Infirmary. Aber da mache ich dann einen Schnitt, sobald ich da drin bin. Denn hier gibt es einige sehr interessante Gespräche und sowas, aber da möchte ich lieber eine eigene Folge für die 3 Sachen und dann die Wahl der Tür. Also durch die wir dann als nächstes gehen. Infirmary. So, hier mache ich einen Schnitt, wie gesagt. Ich hoffe, ihr habt Spaß, lasst konstruktive Kritik da, vielleicht ein Däumchen nach oben, wenn es euch soweit gefallen hat. Lasst eure Meinungen zum Spiel, zu Charakteren etc. einfach mal da. Übrigens, während ich diese Folge aufnehme, kam gerade die, ich glaube, 15. Folge von 999 raus. Und da, ja, hat schon einer relativ gut erkannt, was die Zeichen waren, sage ich mal. Ich bin mal gespannt, ob es hier nette Theorien gibt. Momentan ist ja jetzt noch nichts Großes, Schlimmes passiert. Aber es wird vielleicht noch dazu kommen. Also, ich speichere mal hier jetzt gerade. Zack. Aber hier mache ich dann, wie gesagt, erstmal eine Pause für diese Folge. Und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal bei Let's Play Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Bis dahin, Cheerio.